Hi girlies! August is a month of the year that I really associate with change. It's often super hot, at least where I am, and it's also preparing for back to school season. It exists in a weird midpoint between summer and autumn. So, what better movie series to talk about during the changing of the seasons than the Tinkerbell movies? The original movie is about bringing spring, Lost Treasure brings autumn, Great Fairy Rescue is the summer, and each of those seasons is a key element to the stories of each of those movies. Quick disclaimer, this is going to be mostly about the movies and a little bit about the books as well as the Peter Pan movie, but I don't actually know much about the Peter Pan books, so sorry to all the intense J.M. Barrie fans, I guess. Now, without further ado, let's enter Pixie Hollow. For those of you who don't know, the Disney Fairies movies, usually just called the Tinkerbell movies, follow the adventures of our long-beloved fairy before she met Peter Pan. They expand on fairy lore and the world of Neverland and give Tink a life full of marketable friends. There are 6 of these movies, so I'm not going to summarise all of them, but the general idea is this. Pixie Hollow has a rule designed to protect the safety of all fairies. The rule was created a long time ago and everyone is happy with it. Someone breaks that rule, usually Tinkerbell, and it turns out that the rule was outdated and needs a rewrite that makes everyone happier. With that out of the way, here are some of the world building things that I really like. Costumes. In the books, there's no colour coding really, but the Tinkerbell movies are so vibrant that putting them all in like little uniforms just adds to how bright and cheerful the world feels. And each of them has their own style shine through, even in the same colour families. Let's quickly go through the colours. The garden talent fairies wear shades of red and pink. Animal talent fairies wear brown and orange. Light talent fairies and pixie dust keepers wear yellow, with light talents tending more towards sunflowers and dust keepers being leafier and, well, dustier. Tinkers, of course, wear green like Tinkerbell. Blue is for the water talent fairies and is also common in the winter woods. And finally, purple is for fast-flying talent fairies. There is so much detail in each of these designs. Let's look at the main outfits in the series. Tinkerbell's iconic green mini dress is made of leaves, and in close-up shots of her, we see every vein in the leaf. With Tinkerbell, we regularly see her making her clothes as well, showing how much personality she puts into her outfit, including the little white pom-poms that she puts on every pair of shoes. This summer variation is my favourite version. There's even more emphasis on the leafiness with this one, with different leaves woven together, as we can see in the top and the skirt. Rosetta, Iridessa and Silver Mist have floral outfits, and I bet a gardener with a keen eye could even spot which flower each of them was wearing in any given movie. Again, each petal has tiny little details, like the way that they gently curl at the edges. I love Silver Mist's iris dress. This little yellow splotch just gives it a lot of character. Fawn and Vidya have a bit of contrast for the group, with spikier shapes compared to the soft, rounded edges. Vidya also has these feathery pink fin things on her trouser legs. People who understand plants, please tell me, what is this? The surrounding characters also have really cute outfits. We meet a few Tinker fairies, for example, like Clank and Bobble. Bobble uses dewdrops as glasses, which are such a charming visual. Terence wears a little acorn helmet beanie thing, which is unique to him and adds character. And yet again, the detail put into the cap of the acorn is so good. Like, look at all these little bumps and ridges and realistic touches. Their little houses. This style 100% reminds me of Hobbit holes, which works really well because Pixie Hollow and the Shire are similarly vibrant, agricultural and cozy. The one we see most of is Tink's. I love her little flower cushion and her whole bed is so cute. We also learn that while Tink has added to it and personalised it, Clank and Bobble set it up for her because they were hoping that the new arrival would be a tinker. They put love and care into making sure that she'd have amenities. Sure, she's personalised it since, but you guys know I love gestures like that. Interacting with big things. Lost things. Tinkerbell loves things from our world that wash up on the shores of Neverland. She collects them and uses them for her inventions. By comparing things from our world to Tinkerbell, we get buttons the size of a steering wheel and a music box ballerina who is the size of Tink herself. We see how the fairies compare to the size of cats and cars, and even while still in Pixie Hollow, we can see the size comparison to flowers and trees. The action often takes us into situations where the fairies can't fly, forcing them into circumstances where they're impossibly small and have to navigate the world, like Terence and Tinkerbell playing a piano as they walk across the quays, or the rescue mission in the rain causing everyone to seem so small next to giant blades of grass. Light and colour. I've mentioned before how bright and vibrant the world is in these movies, and I think that light and colour are used beautifully for world building and storytelling. Take, for example, Legend of the Never Beast. In this moment of pure sadness, everything is so grey. But then, the bittersweet ending beautifully shows the gratitude of the fairies when they make a comfortable space for Gruff to hibernate in. I also love how when Fawn is sad and the scouts are attacking, she's the only fairy in the scene whose wings aren't glowing. But when she's helping Gruff, a defiant act of love, she's bright enough for him to follow even when he's been blinded. Light here reflects the moods in the film and symbolises love versus fear. Colour is also so beautiful in these movies. The vibrance makes the world feel magical, and the warmth of the colours alludes to Neverland being a tropical island and thus temperate and warm. Even in the winter woods, though the beautiful blue hues indicate it's a physically cold place, the vibrance reminds us that the people in this place are warm and welcoming. The socio-economic political structure. What? I'm serious. I have a whole video essay on class in Barbie Princess Charm School. My true life's ambition is to read too far into political implications of children's movies for money. On that note, no one here is working for money. Their only reward is a sense of community. The fairies all have plenty of time for personal projects, hanging out with friends, going to festivals, and still, they work together as a community, meaning that they still get their work done in time. And all the groups work together. Light fairies need water fairies for rainbows. If a tinker needs an acorn, they go to a garden fairy, and the garden fairy will happily oblige because the tinkers deliver necessary tools in return. Animal fairies paint the insects with paint made from art talent fairies, with berries grown by garden fairies. There's only one consequence. You use up all your pixie dust? Well, looks like you'll be walking home. I'd also like to point out that there seems to be free healthcare. I'm not addressing my theories about Queen Clarion hoarding a precious resource for her dress in this video. Instead, I'm focused on how present she seems to be. Her job is queen, but that seems to be taken in the same way as Vidya's job is generating wins. Clarion is like a queen talent fairy who contributes to the wider society of Pixie Hollow, just like anyone else. In the books too, everyone often calls her by the nickname of Ree, indicating how, even though she is a revered leader who has lived for a long time, she's just doing her job. She's a little loftier and a lot taller, but that's about it. I'm saying it's perfect and I want to live there. I could be a light talent fairy. I could make rainbows. And on that note, as I desperately plead my case to the universe, that's it. Please comment what fairy talent you think you'd have down below. I think that would be such a cute read. Like this video if you want me to go back to Pixie Hollow and subscribe for more videos like this. Bye girlies!